This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Sakurako, monthly subscription boxes filled to the brim with exciting and delicious Japanese snacks. Want to know more? Follow the links in the description or the pinned comment, and remember to use the code CATSUNNY to get a $5 discount on your first purchase. Thank you so much to Tokyo Treat and Sakurako for sponsoring this video. Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing Demon Slayer Season 4. This is the penultimate episode of Season 4. Episode 7. It is titled Stone Hashira Gyomei Himejima. Most likely butchered that name. Sorry about that. We just had like the Stone Hashira training in the previous episode, and this one is then gonna focus on the man himself, Namu. Tanjiro pushed a boulder. That's where we ended things.
That's basically it.
More stuff happened, of course, and this one is coming out late, almost like a week after it aired. Sorry about that. It's just been like really busy, and we've been
Very sick.
Very sick. Very sick. So that just postponed everything on the channel. It pushed all the stuff. But we're still watching it. Is there anything you want to say before we get in? Nope. All right. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment, like, support us on Patreon or right here on YouTube with YouTube memberships if you can. We could really use some support right now. We also have a merch store, and there's a sponsor, Tokyo Treat and Sakurako. Links for all the stuff down in the description and in a pinned comment as well. So please check it out. Now, let's watch the penultimate episode of Season 4 of Demon Slayer. Here we go.
1秒でも長く岩を押し続けるんだ。腕だけじゃない。足腰だ。足腰で押せ。上半身より下半身の方が筋肉量も多い。
So yeah, that was a big part of the training, is using your lower body. Tempura? Why?
Was it another misnaming thing?
Oh yeah. I don't know. Tanjiro, tempura.
純太郎？なんだお前。俺まだ岩動いてないから。
Come on, check the thing.
It might be important.
何？手紙？
Nothing motivates Inosuke as beating him in a competition, even though it wasn't really a competition, but he sees it as a competition.
Know a few guys like that.
これで姫島さんの訓練は終わり。
You done did it.
What a
Hey.
waste.
姫島さん、助かった。
ナムアミダ仏。
ありがとうございます。
岩の訓練も達成した。それに加えて里での正しき行動。
The right choices. What, feeding everyone?
君は刀鍛冶
Ah,
の
the
里で
Swordsmith village. Oh, okay.
鬼の妹の命より里の人間の命を優先した。君は剣士の鏡だ。
Wow.
自分の正しき行動を誇るといい。
He's so big.
決断したのは禰豆子であって、俺は決断ができず、危うく里の人が死ぬところでした。認められては困ります。
Tanjiro. Oh.
子供というのは純粋無垢で弱く、すぐ嘘をつき我欲の塊だ。しかしやはりこの子供は違う。
Is it more than a child?
いつだって誰かが助けてくれて、俺は結果間違わずに済んでいるだけです。だから俺のことを簡単に認めないでください。
Obstinate, inflexible boy.
誰が何と言おうと私は君を認める、かまど炭治郎。
わからない。どうしてですか？
You're selfless.
寺で身寄りのない子供たちを育てていた。
カズノリ遅えぞ。わあれしょんべんしたくなってさ。
It's a flashback episode.
さよのお魚先生にあげる。先生ガリガリだもん。もっ
Aw.
と食べて。
そうか、これでも力じゃお前たちには負けんぞ。
じゃあ俺が
ダメ、先生にしかあげないの。
I'll take it. Alright, what's gonna happen here?
They're all gonna die.
Something's gonna put him on the path to become a demon slayer. It is usually tragedy.
ところがある夜、
Yep.
自分が助かるために寺にいた私と8人の子供たちを鬼に食わせる。
Whoa.
すぐに4人殺された。残った4人を何とか守ろうとしたが、3人の子供たちは私の言うことを聞かなかった。当時の私は食べるものも少なく痩せ細っており、気も弱かった。さらには目も見えぬような大人は何の役にも立たないという。
Oh, he is blind. That's why his eyes. Yep, okay.
何としても作用だけは守らねばと思い戦った。生き物を殴る感触は地獄のようだった。あの気色悪さを私は一生忘れない。
It's been a while since we've had tragedy like this, so it was just a matter of time.
駆けつけてきた者たちにあの子はこう言った。あの人は化け物。みんなあの人が
Why?
恐ろしい目に遭い混乱したのだろう。まだ4つの子供だ。私のために戦ってくれてありがとうと言ってほしかった。その一言があれば私は救われた。しかし子供はいつも自分のことで手一杯だ。鬼の屍は塵となって消え、
Yeah.
普段どれほど善良な人間であっても土壇場で本性が出る。しかし君は逃げず目をそらさず嘘をつかず。
Hell yeah.
君は特別な子供。大勢の人間を心の目で見てきた私が言うのだから、これは絶対だ。
Sancho just inspiring everyone, wherever he goes.
Obviously.
君が道を間違えぬよう、これからは私も手助けしよう。
This is a good guy to have in your corner.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
That's a big hand.
Yes.
Big man. Oh.
私の訓練は完了した。よくやり遂げたな。
Awesome. What's next?
才能ないから俺のことを継ぐ子にしないって言ってたけど、俺が鬼食いしてるの察して弟子にしてくれたし、体の状態を見てもらえって胡蝶さん紹介してくれて、会うたび
Inosuke, slow down.
伊之助、それは善逸の分だからダメだよ。
ったく他人のことばかり気にするやつだぜ。
Yeah, stop doing that.
お前呼吸使えねえのかザコが。さっきだとてめえ
And okay, what is Zenitsu doing? What was in the letter?
善逸、ここにいたのか。
Maybe something about his, what was it, grandfather?
やるべきこと、やらなくちゃいけないことがはっきりしただけだ。俺にできることがあれば何でも。炭治郎は 炭治郎のやるべきことをやれ。でも心配だよ。お前は本当にいいやつだよな。
Is he asleep or something? So serious.
これは絶対に
Whoa.
俺がやらなきゃダメなんだ。
Bashing your head against something?
ずっと預けたままでいいんだろうか。寂しがってないかな。
She's probably fine.
Yeah, she's with Rukodaki, right? Whoa! Okay.
はや見える。動きを終えるぞ。
俺はお前たちとは違う。
あ、それはそういう。
That's not what he meant. Whoa. Okay. It's a draw.
よーし。じゃあ次は素手で殺し合うか。
Oh, hold up.
そもそも接触禁止だろう
Oh
が。
yeah, the restraining order.
おはぎの取り合いですか？もしそうなら俺が腹いっぱいになるまで作りますから。
No. No?
おはぎが好きなのか？
美味しいですよね、おはぎ。こしあんですか？つぶあんですか？俺もおばあちゃんのおはぎが大好きで。
Again, I don't think you're gonna win this guy over.
品津川は怒ってどこかへ行ってしまった。
そうですか。
On brand.
でも品津川の好物が分かってよかった。今度から懐におはぎを忍ばせておいて、品津川に会うときあげようと思う。
Good idea.
そうしたらきっと仲良くなれると思う。
俺もそうします。
やめとけ、バカ。
Yeah, I'm with the crow. Don't bother. I don't think it's gonna do anything.
出来損ないどもをしごいてるばっかりじゃ腕がなまるぜ。
I don't like this.
Hmm?
I
What?
don't like this.
Him walking alone?
In the dark?
It's one of the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
なんだこれは。
Oh shit. Here we go.
侵入された。
Hmm? Is that?
Yep.
Oh, what? What?
This is tense. This is.
Okay, yeah, of course. And the finale is going to be extra long, so shit is gonna go down. I think we're done with the training. Pretty much now.
Yes.
If Muzan is here, then it's all hands on deck.
I still don't think they know exactly where Nezuko is, so that.
No, he's going for the master first, it seems.
Yeah.
But is anyone gonna intervene?
Who's
Or
gonna intervene? Isn't he like located,
like somewhere secret? Where,
or at
yeah.
least like?
So then how did
offside?
Muzan find him? I know it was probably like the I Spies, but still. Nope. The heck? I kind of like the way they're doing this. Just like an extension of the credits almost. What's gonna happen?
Must be painful walking that slow.
It's just being dramatic.
やあ、来たのかい。はじめましてだね、鬼物児ムザン。
なんとも醜悪な姿だな、産屋敷。
Wow.
品津川さんの趣味はカブトムシを育てること。好きな食べ物はおはぎなんだって。
Okay.
またおはぎの話だと。
Stop with the
次回最終話
Oh,
柱
jeez.
結集。
Hashira unite. That was very dramatic. What we got there at the end with Muzan just slowly walking up, the mist behind him, and we just got a, well, hello, nice to finally meet you, I guess, and you look miserable. Yeah, Ubuyashiki is not doing so well. We've made that sort of comparison before between him and Muzan, what Muzan was, and then how he's like obsessed with making himself stronger, and he's so selfish, and the master is selfless. Yeah.
So right here at the brink of death, Ubuyashiki, I would say he's almost like not necessarily welcoming. I don't think he's necessarily.
He's not happy to see Muzan.
No. Like no, that's not what I meant. I mean, he's not. I don't think he wants to die. I don't think he's.
Oh no.
Done living, in a sense. At least not before Muzan is gone. But I also think that he is in that mindset that, well, I am dying, so I gotta make peace with it at some point or somehow. And that's like the main difference, like the key difference, because here he is at the brink of death and kind of just like allowing it, or embracing it in a way. And then the juxtaposition, like the really interesting juxtaposition, is Muzan, who's like did everything he could to survive death.
Yes, to stay alive.
To stay alive. And he became a demon, like he became evil incarnate, simply because he didn't want to die. I think that's like the main juxtaposition. Like I think that's the interesting part, and also how like there are two armies, whereas like one is like the fight of good, like for good.
Yeah, the demon slayers.
Yeah, against like an army of evil, and of course like not. I'm not sure like all of the demons that necessarily had a choice in becoming a demon.
No.
But some of them also, because Muzan had a thing with like if they're very poor. We saw that with
Rio,
that he had something.
Yeah, like if you're
like
weak and dying, or like weak in other people's eyes, then Muzan, he might have a soft spot for you and offer to make you a demon, to make you powerful, strong, and take control and all of that. And again, like it all boils down to like both him and his demons like very much acting on like self-interests and their need to survive and go on, and for them to do that they need to kill and eat humans, whereas Ubuyashiki and the demon slayers, they will do whatever they can to protect everyone else, and they are like the most noble thing they can do is like dying protecting other people, like Rengoku did. And again, I think that's also what he's willing to do here, is like, even though of course he doesn't want to die, but he's like he has to come to terms with it, and he's also probably willing to sacrifice himself for his children, for everyone else. It's gonna be hella interesting to see like what's gonna happen in the finale between those two, and I'm sure like there's gonna be some sort of conversation to begin with, because we also need to get more into like their link, the link between them, and the fact that they are related.
I think Muzan may have some questions for him, so he's gonna play a little bit with his
food before he
eats, or he's not probably not gonna eat him, but
yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's I don't think the master is making it out of this arc alive, or maybe like because now the demon slayers, or at least
Sanemi.
Yeah, he knows that they have been infiltrated. Most likely, all of them, they are going to, well, as the title refers to.
Hashiras unite.
They are all going to unite, and maybe they're gonna make it there in time to sort of defend him. But I'm also very I don't want any of them to die, and like them going up against Muzan. Like we haven't really seen him in action. We haven't seen what he can do. Like we've seen some stuff. He's definitely killed before in the series, like both humans, but also like some of his own demons. But we also know that like he is so strong, like so much stronger than any of them. So if it comes to blows between him and all of the Hashira, I'm just afraid that we're already going to lose some in the next episode. And how is Nezuko going to play into all of it? Has he found her or not? Maybe. We still, like, we have Urokodaki protecting her. We got that piece of information. So there's also someone strong protecting her. Like, we just we have a lot of, like, really strong people, like the Hashira and former Hashira, and we have, of course, Tanjiro and Inosuke and Zenitsu, who got a letter, and there's something with that as well that we're probably also gonna get into. So like there's a lot. There's going to be a lot, I think, in the final episode here. But the season overall, the arc overall, has been like it's a lot of levity. It's a lot of funny moments. But this one, like there is still some funny moments. But we got more into some of the seriousness and tragedy that we're also used to with Demon Slayer, and going into a tragic backstory. There's so many of those. So it was just a matter of time before we were going to get more of that, and like children dying. And, yeah,
it's always hard for me when it's children.
Of course. Like they are pure, they're innocent, and like. But it was like an interesting view on children still. Like that was part of the episode. They can also be selfish. And,
well, they are. Like
they aren't fully developed yet. So like they don't necessarily think about everyone else and consequences. And
no, that's something that comes with puberty. It's like that's like the main thing. Is suddenly they don't really have that like perspective. Of course they have some sort of, but it's like it's around puberty that they suddenly get to understand that there are other people around, like there's a whole world outside of them, and like there's so many things, and I think that's also why so many young people, they suffer from all sorts of stuff, existential crisis and whatnot, because suddenly they understand that there's something outside of them, outside of their bodies, like that's like there's like their ego is kind of like dissolving. Is this okay? So that's a term, like ego dissolution is a term from neurobiology, or like the hallucinogenic community, where it's like this, like that the ego dissolves in a way, and I think that's also kind of what happens in not the same degree, but it's something that happens to children, that suddenly they realize that, well,
there's so much more else like going on
and that
outside of me, and it's very difficult to wrap your head around.
And it can be, exactly. It can be very angsty, and like it can be very, very, as you say, hard to wrap your head around. Like I also think, of course, they know what like life and death is. They do understand the concept of that, but I also think that once they get a little bit older, that's when they really understand like what it means, like what dying, like what it actually means, and like how it really affects them. And again, like that's how it
life has an expiration date.
Exactly. There's so much like existential crisis, existential like pain. Like I think a lot of teenagers can, at least that's basically my life as a teenager in a nutshell. It's just existence is pain.
Yeah. And then that's why you like when you grow up and you're an adult and like, you look at kids, you look at children, and you almost envy their simple life because all they have to think about is just themselves. And am I hungry? Do I need to sleep? Do I need to use the bathroom? Like, I just want to have fun. Like, that's all. That's pretty much it.
I just want to grow and learn. Is basically that's children like.
Yeah, it was a interesting and again tragic flashback there, and then putting that up against like who Tanjiro is, and we know he's the absolute best, and he doesn't even want to take credit for all the good things that, or like he doesn't want to take credit for everything that has happened, because yes, he's done a lot, but he's also had help from the people around him, and he constantly acknowledges that, so he is just like selfless to the core, and that just, yeah, it just inspires everyone around him. And I'm sure before everything is said and done, like he is gonna be like the most instrumental part, or you know, he's when it comes to defeating Muzan and the demons, it's it all comes down to Tanjiro, man. What and who he is, and those qualities juxtaposed against who Muzan is. Goes back to selfishness versus selflessness. Yes,
and I don't know if like the real juxtaposition is, it probably is Tanjiro versus Muzan, or the master versus Muzan. I guess the master and Tanjiro is kind of like in that regard.
Yeah. They haven't. They never got to spend a lot of time together, or like really talk that much. So, yeah. Okay, dokes. Is there anything else that we should get into?
I don't know. It's
before we melt.
No, I don't think so. No, but it's just there's a lot of questions that's still unanswered.
Yeah.
So it's really gonna be a huge last season when we get there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, it's
not
gonna be
only in terms of just like action on action, but there's like a lot of things we don't know that has been like
just brewing in the background.
Yeah.
And the characters and so much stuff. I'm sure. Yeah, a lot is yet to happen, and even just in the final episode of this arc, I feel like they have a lot to do in that one. So looking very much forward to it. Should we do Danish Word of the Day and then wrap it up? And there's been a lot about food actually in this arc, and people's the Hashira's like favorite food and eating competitions and all of that. But we learned in this one that red bean mochi is like Sanemi's favorite food. So yeah, we're gonna translate favorite food, or at least like the equivalent of that in Danish, and it is
livret.
Yes. So it's like
basically it's like
you translate that directly back. It's life dish.
Or your life's dish.
Yes, like the dish of your life. Yes. Favorite food, favorite dish. Livret in Danish. And there we go. Danish Word of the Day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you hopefully as soon as possible for the final episode of the Hashira training arc. Yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye.
Bye.